Welcome back to the news at 10. Thousands of Austin residents are waiting weeks for a process that should take just minutes. Filing a police report for crimes like burglary, minor assault, or a noisy neighbor.
Austin Police Chief Joe Chacon acknowledges that the backlog, years in the making, is a growing source of frustration for citizens and police. But APD leaders tell the KVUE Defenders changes are coming soon. Here's KVUE's senior reporter, Tony Plahetsky.
On the second day of the new year, North Austin resident Rachel Ellsbury became a victim of neighborhood crime.
And I got a knock on my door from a neighbor. He said, "Hey, I just want to let you know that someone busted out your car window and they got mine too." It was just like, this is going to be a hassle and what am I going to do?
She often attends neighborhood meetings with police and knows the importance of filing a police report.
Austin 911, do you need police, fire, EMS, or mental health services?
We're always encouraged to report crime. We want to understand trends about crime and what's going on in a neighborhood. It's the way police allocate resources. It is about the larger picture, not just this one little small incident for me.
Ellsbury called the city's non-emergency number.
And then the operator basically admitted to me, she was like, "Look, this could take 2.5 weeks.
And 2 weeks later,
thank you for calling Austin 311.
She was, in fact, still waiting on a call back from the Austin Police Department.
Realistically, about how long do you think it will take for me to hear from someone right now? What kind of time are you seeing this take?
The operator tells Ellsbury that the police department is backed up with calls and hasn't given them time frames for responses. When a person calls 311, an operator routes the call to the appropriate agency, like Animal Control, Public Works, or Code Compliance, for a call back. There has been a growing number of those calls for APD, rising 52% from 2021 to 2022, with 195,000 calls. That's an average of more than 500 calls a day. And because of that increase and fewer staff to return the calls, more and more people are waiting on police to call them back. As of mid-January, 5,741 people are dealing with a wait time of a month or even longer. The KVUE Defenders learned Ellsbury's case was sitting in a pile of nearly 6,000 people awaiting a return call to file a police report.
It's not good customer service. It's not where we want to be as a department.
311 in recent years has been used more and more as the first point of contact for people needing the police. When the COVID-19 pandemic started, APD announced it would route more non-emergency calls there to cut down on public interactions. The department also widened the types of calls for which they would no longer send a police officer, and instead handle the matter with a police report over the phone.
Various things such as, you're reporting a theft that has already occurred, or you're reporting an assault that happened yesterday, and there's no ongoing danger at that moment. We're pushing a lot of those kind of calls over to the 311 system.
At the same time, the department struggled with having enough 911 operators, and a group of employees who were tasked with returning 311 calls were taken off that job and used for 911. For months, the department has paid overtime to employees to help return calls to try to clear the backlog, but they're still months away from doing so. Later this year, APD is putting new technology in place that officials say will allow citizens to call 911 and talk to an automated operator, removing the need for a police department callback. Ellsbury says, as it turns out, she didn't need a report for an insurance claim, but she still came away from the experience seeing a part of government not working as it should.
It does erode that faith in institutions and systems. Getting that police report seems like something that should be relatively simple to do.
Chief Chacon says that over the next couple of years, as APD cadets graduate, he hopes the department will be able to dispatch officers to reports in person as it did in the past. The next cadet class graduates in September. In addition to making a report via 311, officials say you can also do it online right now by going to ireportaustin.com, which automatically generates a report. You can skip the whole process of waiting for a call back. For the KVUE Defenders, I'm Tony Plahetsky, KVUE News.